Hey guys, what's up? My name is Peyton Kuhn and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about acrobatics and tumbling just because I'm really passionate about it and I feel like it is a sport that needs to be shared with the world a little bit more. So as you saw from the title of this video, I'm going to walk you through my top 10 reasons for choosing the sport of acrobatics and tumbling in college. And I know this is not really relevant for a lot of people, but I think that it can be really helpful for a few, and so that's why I'm making this video. A little background about me is that I grew up from the age of like 3 till 2nd or 3rd grade doing gymnastics, and then I transitioned to competitive cheerleading probably in 4th or 5th grade, and I was on a level 3 team, and then the next year I was on a level 5 worlds team. And I went to Worlds in 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th, all the way up until I was a senior in high school. I started on West Coast Extreme, which is now Oregon Dream Teams, and I was on Oregon Dream Teams from the day I started as an all-star cheerleader through my sophomore year season, which was 2014. And then in 2015, I went to California All-Stars SMOED, which a lot of you guys know me from, and we did win Worlds that year. It was 2015. And then my senior year of high school, I went back to Oregon Dream Teams and finished out my senior year with them. When it came to making a decision for college, I was all over the place. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do college cheerleading or acrobatics and tumbling or just be done. So all throughout my junior year and some of my senior year, I was emailing with Texas Tech, Navarro, Louisville, and then on the cheer side, and then on the acro side, Baylor and Oregon and Hawaii Pacific. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do because I was full send in love with cheerleading. It was my life. As you guys know, if you're in all-star cheerleading, it really does become a community and it becomes your life. You are immersed in this cheer like culture, and I did not want to leave it. It was amazing, but I realized that I'm a lot more competitive and I took my athletics seriously. So reason one is it was taken seriously. At majority of the schools that acrobatics and tumbling is offered, it is treated as a sport and you get the same benefits as the rest of the sports. So that was really important to me because I took my sport really seriously and I wanted everyone else to take my sport really seriously, so that was reason number one. Reason number two was there's scholarship money in acrobatics and tumbling. So a lot of places that you do sideline cheer, no matter how good you are, they just don't have scholarship money, and it was important for me that I could get some money for paying for school and also doing the sport I love. So that was reason two. Reason three that I chose acrobatics and tumbling is because it's more competitive. For me, the whole game day cheer was just not it. I really did not like cheering on other people, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't like standing on the sideline. I wanted to be in the action. I was living for the cheer competitions. I wanted to go out there and compete myself and win. I just am very competitive, and so I wanted to do something that I could win at, and sideline cheer isn't that. And I know some people love sideline cheer, and I cheered with people that love sideline cheer and went on to do that, so like, more power to you. But for me, it wasn't what I love to do. And so acrobatics and tumbling is only competitions. There is no like game day sideline aspect to it, and the meets themselves are way longer. So in cheer, you just go and do a 2-minute and 30-second routine, and that's it, and that's your whole day. But for acro, there is like 20 plus heats before you even get to your team event, which is the most similar to like a cheer routine. So there's a lot more chances to get on the floor and to do like a solo tumbling or an acro heat instead of just waiting the whole day, going on for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and then hoping that you did enough. I really like that aspect, that it's really competitive, really head-to-head, and that's where I thrive. The fourth reason I chose acrobatics and tumbling is because of the element of specialization, which in cheer, you don't really have that. In cheer, if you are on the mat, you have to be able to stunt, tumble, throw tosses, all the things. And in acro, there's really a chance for specialization. You can specialize in tumbling. You can be in a team event and you can be in like 4 different heats just for tumbling, and I really liked that aspect because tumbling was my strong suit, and I learned to do acros along the way, but definitely tumbling was my strong suit. So knowing that I would get a chance to be on the mat and compete with my team and literally only tumble would be awesome. It turns out I didn't need that because I was able to pick up on the acros, but yeah, it was really nice to have that specialization. And then there's girls who say they like tore their ACL or something and they just can't tumble on the hard floor like they used to. They will just stop tumbling altogether if it's better for their health and focus on those acros, pyramids, tosses. But yeah, there's a chance for anyone to get on the mat, even if they don't have every single skill in the book. So I think that's really cool about acro, and it was a huge selling point for me when I was deciding what to do for college. My 5th reason doesn't really apply to everyone, but for me, I really liked that it was close to home. The University of Oregon is only a 2-hour drive from where I grew up, so I did really like that it was far enough away, but not too far away. Growing up in Oregon, there's not a lot of good cheerleading. You have to go to Texas or to California or to like Kentucky for really good cheerleading, and that wasn't the vibe for me, so I really liked that I got to stay in Oregon. Reason number 6 is that the team is huge. There's anywhere from like 38 to 42 people on the team, and I really like that. I really like having so many people around that are going through the same thing as me, and so many people to make relationships and friendships with. I know it's not that much of a difference, but I just think it has been one of the best parts about being on an acrobatics and tumbling team is just the sheer amount of girls on our team and how many fun people I've gotten to meet, which otherwise I would not have, especially because they pull from gymnastics also. I would have never met these people otherwise, and I'm just really happy I did. And so that is a huge reason why I love acrobatics and tumbling. Number 7, which is that they pull from both gymnastics and cheerleading. So when you come in as a freshman, you're all learning together. So there's really no one that comes in and has done acrobatics and tumbling before because it is a college-only sport. So you come in with cheerleaders and gymnasts, and your freshman year, you're just all learning this new sport together, and that's really fun, and it actually brings people together. Because you're going through it, you know, together. You have never done this before. It's a little scary, it's new, it's different. Everyone kind of sucks their first couple days, and I really like the camaraderie of that. Just seeing people from different backgrounds come together and just create something new is really, really cool. Reason number 8 that I chose acrobatics and tumbling is the aesthetic, and I know that's crazy, but I really like that I don't have to put on a crop top and tease my hair really big. My senior year of high school, I literally chopped my hair off just so I wouldn't have to put it in a ponytail and tease it every day for competitions. So I really like that we can do our hair and our makeup however we want. We look athletic, we look sporty. I mean, like, I did it. I put on the sparkly crop top. I loved it for the time being. I loved it in high school, but now that I'm older, I'm 23, almost 24 years old, you know, I'm not loving the crop top anymore. I really like the way that we put ourselves together. We're a little crazy. I wear my hair in fun buns. People wear mohawks and all this crazy stuff, so you can really get like spirited and crazy, but it's just not so glitz and glam, and you basically can do whatever you want, which I really like, the freedom to be able to not wear sparkly red lipstick if I don't want to, you know what I mean? So yeah, I really enjoy the aesthetic of acro, and I don't have to fit into a mold of teased hair, red lips, smoky eye, that kind of stuff. Natural, do whatever you want, whatever makes you feel good and whatever you're gonna compete best in. So I really, really like that aspect. Number 9 is really different than cheerleading, and it's the fact that we have a national championship tournament, and it's really different than like Daytona or Worlds or anything like that. It's a like 4 or 5 day actual tournament, and it's really cool to go head to head with teams. There's a bracket at the beginning, and you compete one day. The person who loses is out of the tournament, and the person who wins move forward. The more days go by and people who get booted off, they all come to watch, so it does kind of give you that big cheer competition feel, like being in the Milk House, or oh gosh, I don't even think they call it that anymore, but being at like Worlds or NCAA when you are on that stage and there's so many people around you. It's more intimate than that, but it is really cool to be in this tournament and work your way up to the final championship meet and having all those people around. It's really, really a good time, and it's just different, and I was looking for that. And lastly, number 10, which is my favorite, and it is that when you join acrobatics and tumbling, you are legitimately making history. Like I said in a few previous videos, it is a brand new sport. I think it's now like 10 years old, which is baby compared to most of these sports, and it's also the only sport that has been created at the college level since football, which is ancient. So just joining an acrobatics and tumbling team, you are legitimately making history and paving the way for this brand new sport, which has so much potential to just become something huge. So being part of the sport in these baby stages where we're just getting recognition and we're just getting NCAA backing and we're becoming an emerging sport and we're doing all these baby steps, being part of that feels really good. It feels like you're not just participating in the sport, but you're creating a sport. And I'm rambling really fast, but it's because I'm so passionate about it. I think it's just a really, really cool opportunity that not a lot of people get to say they were. Like, I competed the first year that acrobatics and tumbling was an NCAA emerging sport. Not a lot of people get to say that, and I think it's very, very cool, and you can wear that pride for the rest of your life. And that is reason number 10 why I chose acrobatics and tumbling and why you should consider it, especially if you're in gym or cheer right now.